Great. This place is the same as it ever was. Morning. Got any new plans?
What is privilege or wealth when my dream's not for sale? Why do I keep pushing on so hard to pierce through the veil? It's never good enough, though practice I might. The end of the journey stays too far out of sight. How much rough must I sift before I find the gemstone? How many cuts must I take before my facets are shown? No amount of effort makes the doubts inside me wane. Yet I can't give it up yet, no matter how intense the pain.
It's hard to find there.
I worked so hard, I tried my best. I gave it my all, do I feel like less? I keep pushing for more, so show me the light. I will never quit, I can't give up on this fight. Dig deeper, ramp it up, be all that I can be. Only through struggle and strife can I ever be free.
Not great.
I will crush the fates that aim to hold me bound. I won't let my doubts take me to the ground. I won't go silently into their night. There is no surrender without a fight. I fought so hard, I tried my best. I gave it my all, do I feel like less? I keep pushing for more, so show me the light. I will never quit, I can't give up on this fight. Dig deeper, ramp it up, be all that I can be. Only through struggle and strife can I ever be free. Look inside, there has to be a diamond shining within me. The gods are cruel, but through it all, a liberator standing tall. These chains of doubt inside my mind can't be all there is to find. No amount of strife will see imposter syndrome defy me. I fought so hard, I tried my best. I gave it my all, do I feel like less? I keep pushing for more, so show me the light. I will never quit, I can't give up on this fight. Dig deeper, ramp it up, be all that I can be. Only through struggle and strife can I ever be free. Liberate my mind, let my value shine bright. Liberate my soul, let me matter in this fight. In the darkest of times, a light of freedom will shine. I am the liberator.
flames of ambition burning her past. Intrusive thoughts as they encroach. She's harder to kill than a cockroach. Tactical misuse. Jetpacks and holes don't mix it all. Kevin took the mighty fall. Tallulah laughed till she went red. To Kevin's surprise, he isn't dead. Out of the hole he climbed with pride, covered with dirt but still alive. Tallulah smirked and gave a grin. Kevin took one on the chin. Next time he saw her plan, an empty place for him to land. Avoiding pranks of clever wit, sticking to the sky, not the pit. Jetpacks and holes don't mix it all. Kevin took the mighty fall. Tallulah laughed till she went red. To Kevin's surprise, he isn't dead. Jetpacks and holes don't mix it all. Kevin took a mighty fall. Tallulah laughed till she went red. To Kevin's surprise, he isn't dead. Out of the hole he climbed with pride, covered with dirt but still alive. Tallulah smirked and gave a grin. Kevin took one on the chin. Isn't part.
Hello. I am once again back. It has been a while. I kind of wanted to wait for something that I felt like I could make some decent stuff out of. I'm also going to be recording this, not just to YouTube, but like a high quality version. I think I'm gonna start doing that by default, because one of the things that allows me to do is chop up stuff into videos. Like, YouTube really sucks at advertising live streams, unless of course you have a pretty substantial core audience. because YouTube is really built around gaining views on sort of produced content. That's why most of the time when people want to be streamers, they don't really choose YouTube. They choose Twitch or maybe even Kick or something like that. But for the most part, all of those people, in order to gain an audience, have to post to YouTube because otherwise nobody will discover you. And they typically do that through shorts or through videos. And again, like, you know, like Mudahar, me being an engineer and all, I have a real job and only get to do this as a side gig and hobby for fun. So, you know, it is what it is. Maybe when I retire someday in the future, I'll do more, but I can't even guarantee that because I hate the idea of turning things that I do for fun into actual work. Like, as soon as you attach a profit incentive to something, like, I think it just changes your brain. Some people are fortunate and the thing that they enjoy doing starts making money and they just never have that. But for me, I've always kind of like keeping work to things I can tolerate and my hobbies to things I just enjoy doing. So that's kind of why I haven't put that much energy into the channel.
It's quiet here.
But what I was thinking
No hitmen
about
haunting
is
the
that
shadows. No
I
wolves
can
waiting
take
in the
some of the
alleys.
elements of my videos and instead of spending a ton of time editing them, if I can just chop them up into blocks, that's not so bad. And you know, when I first started, I would occasionally do clips and share them in some places, but like YouTube doesn't advertise clips and they're limited to 1 minute. So I definitely feel like there's a lot of moments that I'll look through a stream and I'll be like, man, this would be like a good short or something. And if I record it, then I can just chop that up and do things that way without spending too much time on it. And I think that will probably be more relevant to the Arknights community than the live stream. And chances are for me, like the live streams, I don't live stream because I expect people to watch it live. I don't have like optimal hours for that. I'd have to start the stream like several hours earlier in the day and stream every day, and that's when I'm at work, and that's just never gonna happen. And so even if I was popular, even if I was like the #1 Arknights streamer, I still wouldn't, like, the vast majority of my views would not be during a stream, just because all the big creators like Kyostin and whatnot, and the core audience is not American. It's mostly like Asian countries that speak English that aren't, so not China and not Japan, all other Asian countries. That's like where the vast majority of players are by far. There's some in Europe, there's some in America. So me doing like a US East Coast time in the evening is awful for demographics for this game. But I also, you know, I'm not an Arknights streamer per se. I never intended to be, at least. That's just the main game that I play, the main thing that I make content for.
It's
But I
quiet
was
here.
never wanted
No
to like
hitmen
lock
haunting the
myself into
shadows.
that.
No
So
wolves
there's
waiting
a
in the
good
alleys.
chance that I'll feature some other games if I feel motivated. I did think for like a long time, oh, I should do like Quasimore for something like that. And literally I've just been too lazy to do it. That's it. That's all it's come down to. So I will be chopping stuff up. I'll be posting some other static stuff. And I swear to God, I haven't forgot about the Sarkaz video. It's like, what keeps me from just hunkering down and completing it is me thinking about how many tutorials I'm gonna have to watch to be able to like learn how to do the edits that I need to do like a proper video. And the other thing is, the reason why I stream on YouTube is just because YouTube has the best way of like archiving videos. The intention again was not for live streaming. It was literally because I don't want to have to store all of this stuff on my hard drive. So I can't really save all this footage, even though I have like a huge, you know, a pretty awesome computer. I don't have like money to invest in like storage space and stuff like that just for videos. I have other things that I do. So, but I can chop up a video and then delete the master, if you will, afterwards when I'm sort of done with that. And then the stream exists on YouTube if I really need something from it. But I don't know if other people care, but for me, looking at anything that I do myself, like the image quality will completely bother me if I have to record off of a stream on YouTube. And I haven't experimented with like downloading or whatnot. I don't know if you get some quality back if I go into the creator and like download one of my own videos. Maybe I should experiment with that. I don't know. But at a bare minimum, anything I stream isn't going to be lost because it's on YouTube, and I would have to go in and like physically delete the stream for that. I have not looked at this event. I don't know anything about the stage mechanics. I haven't even looked at Eblana's kit. I know plenty of people think she's good per se, but honestly, I don't care what anyone's opinion is anymore. Like ever since Wizardel, I kind of think that like characters being good or not is completely irrelevant. It doesn't even like factor into the equation. Like I basically think the meta is functionally dead, because if the meta matters to you, it's because there's something specific that you want to do, like max risk CC, and in that case, like the general utility of an operator is irrelevant. You just need incredible specialization, because max risk isn't dominated by Wizardels. It's dominated by like Weedies and, you know, operators with weird abilities like Chilchuck. Everyone thinks it's only a matter of time before Chilchuck is in a max risk. So that's how it is. It's not, you know, every once in a while you get a Inez or something like that, someone who's good at everything, including like max risks, but that's not the norm. So for me, the meta is dead. It's crazy to me how many content creators, like their entire brand is trying to convince people that which operators to skip for this upcoming operator because they're the one that matters. And I just look at the game now and say, you know, like literally nobody matters anymore. Everything is irrelevant. I'm gonna try this. I actually saved this because I was tempted to do it. I was tempted to just do this on my laptop downstairs with YouTube videos playing in the background. And somehow I ended up not doing that, which is kind of surprising in a way.
I hope we can win this match fair and square.
I mean, Nerl's just a healer. I can't imagine they want me to put them there. It's got to be here. And what skill is this?
For me.
Okay, I thought this was going to be skill 2 or 3, not skill 1, but okay.
Awaiting your orders. One-on-one? The winds are stirring. I can tell. Come on!
I mean, I have no reason to save that.
Get behind me. Critical hit.
These are all passive skills. That makes this, in a way, easy. Oh, maybe I was supposed to save that for the archer. I probably fucked up the timing, and now this is going to be a problem. But maybe not. Maybe my mastery is good enough for cycle time hacks. Yeah, we're good. Am I going to get nuked, though? I might get nuked. That's a problem.
Yeah, there's no need to talk in battle. Wait.
My cycle time might be enough for it to not matter. We'll see.
Don't be afraid.
These armorless Union guys are going to be a problem. Oh, maybe not. They're the last two. Yeah, this is all we need probably. Because Nerl just has to live long enough for her to not get killed.
Just as you instructed.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. I could have had better timing, but guessing on a not sure how things are gonna play out in those, you just never know. Was there any other of those? I think I just never do this one because the timings that I need for a level 1 no mastery minimalist it's too ridiculous. This is probably technically possible, but I don't know, man. I think maybe Echo Gen does these with E2 level ones. I don't have the patience to just grind out the exact frame that I have to activate skills in order to get this with a level 1. That's not important to me. Plus, I only raised him for the base. I don't think I have anything to build right now. I'm going to pull Eblanana in a second, but I did want to mention a while ago I had said I was going to build Rose Salt, and I had not gotten around to this for like a long time. I just finished building her recently, although I'm not sure if I'll do module upgrades or not. I might do at least the first, I mean, really, because of the attack decrease, you kind of want to do this all the way. And this buff is also completely passive. I tested this on Hoder, and this does multiplicatively stack with Hoder's talent, and also it will affect other healers that have a similar thing. Who does, someone else does additional healing as well, I think. Oh, Neural's talent. So it stacks with Neural's talent, and it stacks with Hoder's talent, which is kind of an interesting thing. I was thinking about maybe seeing if she can like heal Hoder versus a phase 1 Patriot with Neural, but I have not tested that. But it's just something I've thought about in the back of my mind. Let me collect these real quick, and then I will pull for Eblanana. And if I get an Eblanana, I'll look at her kit, but no guarantees because I'm not necessarily going to pull until I get her.
Got any new plans?
But hopefully I do. I'll pull until the first 6-star, I think. Let's see here. No. More 5 stars. Nope, nothing. Hot nothing. There's a good chance the next bag will be have a 6-star of some type, but no guarantees. No, now we're getting close to soft pity. Yeah, now we're into soft pity realm. This will almost certainly have a 6-star, yeah. Which one? Pretty unlucky for where they're positioned, but it is what it is.
Hi, my name is Gray.
Lancer Fang, Captain of Reserve Op Team A1.
I'm not going to get anything new in here, probably, except for maybe the last one.
Hello there, Doctor. Raytheon Industries Liaison Kurosu.
Well, let's see. Hey, I'm not super unlucky.
Then hand me the register.
That's always nice. I guess I have to think about her
How
kit
about
now.
this code name?
All right, let us take a look at Eblanana. Do this as well. And maybe I should care about her too. Oh, she's a trap master. Really? I didn't know that. I just saw her art. I didn't look at her kit at all. Or killer. What is, let me look at the talent quickly. Can use 2 ore killers. Hold up to 3. Once an ore killer is deployed, can be manually detonated after an arming period. Manually detonated. Is this like, is that what her skills do? I'm guessing it's like, Mayor. Maybe. This will be the second skill. Passive effect or killer attack range expands. Wait, what? Attack range. Passive they have passive attack range? Arm or killer simultaneously. Detonating one. This kit does not make any sense without like testing this. Just read like is that obtain? So then how are they triggered? They're triggered by enemies? How do you manually do it then? After an arming period. So this doesn't make any sense to me. What does it do though? Attack range expands, detonating one, detonates all. All enemies in range take 2 instances of multiplicative damage, minus defense. I wonder if this applies like immediately so that you get the minus defense with this damage, or if this is only after. My guess is you get this up front. But if not, this is pretty mediocre. It's decent as is. I mean, it's physical damage, which for trap keepers is kind of like, I thought that physical damage would be better on Dorothy than it ended up being. Like, I really thought that S2 was going to be her main skill, but I used Dorothy a good amount when she came out, and really the issue was that you just get so much, like the AoE on the arts damage is better, and even though everything has like tons of res these days, for whatever reason it feels like I'm dealing more damage with it, and I really think it's just because the overlapping adds up so much more than like the multiplicative damage on physical, even with her in like a Sculptor aura. So in my testing, I just found that Dorothy's damage was almost universally better with her skill 3 than her skill 2. And also the slow effect is more consistent than the binds. And the AoE is much bigger as well. So that kind of made me think that physical damage can sound kind of impressive and then be kind of underwhelming on trappers. But I would have to test this. And what's the first skill? Stuns. That is a long ass auto recovery. I don't know, man. I love the design, but I do not know. This seems... I'd have to test it out. I mean, this is also looking at level 1 skills, because these numbers, depending on what the upgrades are, maybe I'm prejudging without the skill upgrades. But I don't understand the arming period. Like, do these just not detonate at all until the arming period's done, and then enemies can activate them? But it says manual, but really it's automatic. That's my guess. But I would not know without... I mean, even a level 0, whatever, I could, like, test this and at least find that much out. Eblanana, again, I don't want to take too much time on this, but I do want to have a unbiased take. I won't be able to see her. I'm going to build her anyways, so what am I doing? Let's just do this right meow.
Delightful. Another
Do I seriously not have
escape
these?
from their predestined end.
Farmed it all. Oh my god. I don't want to waste sanity farming these right now. Oh no! Hold on. Let me see what I have in here. I don't have it, do I? I don't have it! My god. How do I not have... I have like Such an inconsistent amount of low-level chips. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh, I haven't cashed those in either. Let me see. Oh, man. I'm probably not going to do this, but... Where are they? Materials. Monthly chip. $2. Because otherwise I gotta farm the stage. I don't want to farm the stage. Is that the only option I have, though? That's crazy. All right, screw it. We'll farm the damn stage. And then I'll probably have to... Because I was thinking of doing the whole, like, event in one shop. But here I'm going to spend, like, a ton of sanity just farming for these damn things. And I'm shocked that I don't have a stockpile of them, because I always buy them out of the event stores. So usually I don't have to do anything. Usually I don't have to farm these because I don't build every welfare operator. But I guess we don't get that many casters in the welfare zone. Whatever. It is what it is. I'll just we'll just do it live.
Acknowledged.
So exciting. So exciting watching Arknights farming. This was not... I did not
Show me what you're
think
made
this
of.
would happen. I also didn't
Amuse
check.
me,
So
if
that's
you
on
can.
me.
The fool
That
flaunting
is
his gallantry
100% on
reaches
me.
none with his vanity.
Watch out for fires.
But I will say, whatever chips I get, I should have enough to be able to workshop for Eblanana. I don't think I need to do more than the 6 runs here. But waiting for these 6 runs is
Watch out for fires.
spicy.
You can't stop me.
I wonder if this is the original like optimization that I did for this, or if I was just throwing operators in here that I needed trust for. I honestly cannot tell. But I want to say this looks like the first time I went in to redo this to
Show me what
optimize
you're
it
made
once
of.
I had better
Amuse
operators
me,
from
if you even
being a
can.
complete newbie. I think this team is like... Because I have nobody newer than like year 1 in here, right? This is a completely like hasn't been updated auto for like 4 years. That's nuts.
I offer them to you.
The fool flaunting his gallantry reaches none with his vanity.
Watch out for
I wonder if
fires.
I should do like a niche that's just year 1 operators niche. That one does anyone? I don't think anyone does that one. There's plenty of people that have their niches, but year 1 operators is not one of them. Only operators that show up in a kernel banner, maybe. I don't know. What's kind of crazy to me though is that the only blaze I ever got was from a... I want to say I got her on Gold Search Shop. I don't think I ever pulled or recruited a blaze ever. I had to shoperate her, which is kind of nuts. Because I think I definitely have everyone in kernel. 100% have everyone in kernel.
You can't stop me.
And a lot of them, like a good number, I have many dupes for. But not Blaze, because I'm pretty sure Silver Ash, does it show if I have dupes? Not here. I'm pretty sure that very few of my year one operators don't have any dupes, but I can't see it here.
Reaches none with his vanity.
I'd have to check elsewhere.
Watch out for fires.
Shut up. Enemy status confirmed.
But Blaze, I know Blaze is pot 1. Actually, I can look at the DP cost, maybe. Can I still see them, or is that gone?
Made up your mind?
I can't see it once they're deployed. Boo. Boo. Yeah, it is a big banana indeed. That was the goal. I actually was creatively bankrupt on this. I was just thinking of like, what's the stupidest thing I could think of? And it was like a play on her name, Eblanana. And I was like, let's just put a big stupid banana in the thumbnail and start a stream. I didn't even know if I would get her. And here I am farming for chips because like a dumbass, I didn't even check how many I had. Man. I am curious though, how many year one operators that I have only at pot 1, because it can't be that many. I know for the 5 stars, almost every single 5-star I have is full pot. There's a few that aren't, because they show up whenever, how to put it, whenever I get a 5-star recruitment, I'll look at what 5 stars I don't have at max pot, or if I get a selector ticket for 5 stars, it's like I'll just look for which ones are not at full pot, because there's no way, if you've been playing the game for a long time, there's pretty much no way you'll ever not have all the 5 stars, unless, I don't know, you try or something. But when you're a new player, you can want a 5-star and it will evade you for a freakishly long time. That's definitely a thing. I think one of the hardest operators for me to get when I didn't have was who's the frickin' purple hair goth lolly, Shamir. It took me forever. I specifically pulled for Shamir, and she was expensive. Shamir cost me a lot to get. The first copy of. And the irony is, I think I use Praminix more.
Cover me.
Temperature stable.
Art thou mine worthy enemy, or art thou not but a jester?
Oh man. I wish I had an interesting topic for this replay. But I've exhausted the year 1 topic.
Show me what you're made of.
I could talk about the Arknights meta forever. I could talk about operator kits forever. But it's completely out of context here. It's unfortunate. Most unfortunate.
How's that?
Stay clear of the book. You can't stop me.
Are you afraid of me? This may be a little hot. Mission accomplished.
Last one. I'm so close. I wish I had could do adjust the volumes while this is going as well, because I could at least talk about the music stuff that I make for the stream while waiting for this, but it'll clash with the music already playing. At a bare minimum, if I could turn off the music, then I could just play different music. I used to play music that I made during the whole stream, but one of the issues is that it got a little weird if I wanted to edit and do videos later, especially if I wanted to do music videos later for stuff. So now and sometimes if a new event comes out, I'm a little curious about what the new event music is. And if it's just silent, it's kind of weird with Arknights, but it was kind of nice having the like a unique backtrack and turning off the in-game music for a while. But also, like, I wanted to have better music, and that slowed down the pace. If I just like had AI cook up a song with no effort, in the beginning it's like kind of okay, but especially if I have to listen to it more than anyone else, anything that's mediocre will just start like, it'll annoy me because I know it can be better. So when I started taking control more of the music for the stream in order to make it better quality, then the actual rate that I came out with stuff slowed down like a lot. So the songs I play before the stream starts and then when it ends, they tend to be ones that I like more, and they're almost never ones that were written like the
This place is the
lyrics
same as it ever was.
written by AI, because those always
Morning.
come out.
Got any new plans?
They occasionally you'll get a line that's good, but they're just like painfully mediocre. Why is this? Oh, because I didn't do it on this one. I've done it on every account but this one. I'll come back to that. Eblanana, I think I need to convert one thing of chips. Let's see here. Where's my bagpipe? I mean, cutter would work, but bagpipe's better.
How do I get to the greenhouse?
This one? Alright.
很奇妙的地方呢，有很多没见过的
We can
东西。How do I get
we
to
can
the
build a
greenhouse?
E1 Eblanana now. We'll see how far we get before I
This place
reach
is
the
the
next
same as it ever
roadblock.
Morning.
Where is she?
Got any new plans?
Boom. Alright. No. Alright.
Emotion.
Alright. What do we need now?
How delightful. Another momentary escape.
So
from your
I will
predestined
probably not
end.
be able to use her today on this event, really. But I can at least look at her kit now, her full kit. Let me get these at least to 7. Really? Oof, I actually don't know if I have enough to craft this. I guess we'll find out. Oh, we do. And I'm getting away with a good amount today. All right. Skill 1. Oh, it has passive and active effects. Hold on. I got to look at talents now. Oh, man. When enemy is defeated within attack range, summons a servant. Max 3. No more servants can be summoned. Upgrades a servant instead. Okay, so basically she builds up her army over time, assuming they don't die, which automatically means she combines well with Skalter or Teresa for that matter for the summons. And obviously these summons don't take up deployment, which just makes her automatically better than Ling, who's mid. Necras or summons attack enemies with less than 50%, increase attack to 140. So she gets a damage boost when enemies are at low health. I kind of actually... I don't know, maybe that's okay, actually. I was thinking if it's better to have this front-loaded or back-loaded, which would be better. Maybe it doesn't really matter. And this is third skill. Single servant takes on a special form. So this is you only get one, but you can make them like an Uber summon. Immediately deals reasonably big damage. Only one instance. Decent cooldown. All enemies in range AoE. Okay. Consumes a Servant of Lamentation. So do you get more than one servant, but only one of them gets the special form? That's what it sounds like. And then it consumes one of the other ones in order to have this effect. To restore HP. And then it does it. Oh, it does it multiple times. That makes this a lot more interesting. So this is a nuker skill then. Does she have the nuker tag? No. What is this skill? Is created or upgraded all surrounding enemies. AoE. She's probably really good for triple S. Let's see. Active effect resummons all servants of lamentation immediately. If there are none in the field, summons one. Okay, this reminds me a bit of Vigil's S1, in that the purpose of the skill is basically to make sure that you keep a summon on the field at all times or as much as possible. Interesting. This doesn't seem that exciting, to be honest. I would seriously just consider using like a Mulzai or something like that over this skill, personally. Puts up 2 enemies. I mean, I'd have to think about what would make this meta. Let's see. Put up 2 enemies in range to sleep. Oh, sleep knights. Arch damage targets every defeating a target during the skill will summon 2 additional. Interesting. I wonder if how well this skill lines up with the downtime. Well, I guess Blemishine's downtime on skill 2 is not consistent, except for her attacks make it somewhat consistent. It would be interesting to see if this combines, how well this combines with Blemishine, because it's a sleep skill, and that's kind of an interesting niche. This makes her relevant to like max risk though, because sleep is really powerful as far as crowd control abilities go. So interesting. She's an interesting operator. I'm not sure what I think about her. I'm surprised. Maybe the hype that I saw for her was just from the reveal, and it was mostly just people being excited to have an Eblanana. But it depends on how much these upgrades impact the summons. So I'll be sure to test her thoroughly. But building this is probably not going to be instant. We'll see how far I can get. But I do not have high hopes that I'll be able to finish her in one go. 12, yeah, might as well do all of it. Let me do what I can here. What was it? Which one of these? Is it this one? I don't even know. Transmuted salt. It is that one. And then those. Well, we'll start here. I somehow doubt that. I do have enough for that. We need 3 of those. You can only get 2 with her. Where is it? 1, 2. Might as well do this. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe I can finish this off in one go. Crazy. It is good to have a stash of materials, that's for sure. All right. Oh, man. Let me see if I have... Oof, I do not have those chips. I did farm some tier 2 chips, but apparently not these ones. Well, I will farm these off stream. I don't want to farm chips more on stream. But at least I got to see her kit and have a initial take on it. And burn a huge amount of sanity. All right. To the event. Let's see. This one. Skipping story. Oh, the background, the set piece design for this is pretty awesome. It reminds me a bit of the Monster Hunter collab. All right. So we need a new team. We want... What do I want? Do that for now. I'm still testing Entelekia. Well, I mean, testing isn't really the right way. Forcing myself to use in order to have an opinion on in a multitude of situations. I'll do the same with Eblanana when I get her. I'll use her in like everything for a while. Just to see how I feel about them long term. I don't really play very guard-heavy teams now that I think about it. Man. We'll go with Viviana. We'll take a Eunectes and someone who can heal. I've been using Rosmontis in a lot of events. Maybe I'll diversify. We will go with... I have not used Ashe in a long time. Do I want to keep using Blaze? I feel like I've used Blaze a lot. And I'm not sure how much using her more is gonna like make me understand her kit better. I've decided that S2 is her primary skill, but all of her skills are interesting. I might eventually do something with this one, but this is like a very unique and specialized skill. This one is just for dealing burn without needing to synergize with other people. And this I mean, it's a good skill, but it doesn't have res shred built into it. And I guess, you know, the elemental damage is pretty substantial on this, but obviously having to deal it with another operator. I mean, I could synergize with Viviana to a certain extent, but I think what we're going to do is go with maybe Kaobi or Marseille. Maybe Mostema and Kaobi. Healers, I'm going to use Rose Salt because I am not really used to her. And we'll be heretical and have Reed fight her sister. And maybe Dorothy. I'm like so reliant on Sculptor, but I actually don't need her really for like anything. It's kind of savage. Yeah, we'll do Dorothy because the one of the ops we get is, well, I've used Dorothy a lot though. We'll do Crown Slayer.
Укажите цель. Клубы дыма украсят ее могилу.
All right. This should not be difficult at all with this team.
Show them what we can
I do not pick teams to make things difficult. I pick teams based on what I think it will be interesting or fun. But that being said, that doesn't always mean the easiest. It's just if I wanted a challenge, I'd be playing with just 3 stars or something right now. Or I'd only be taking like 2 or 3 operators. But I have no idea what I'm going to encounter. Completely blind. I don't even know what these enemies do.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
So I will, I'm not really nerfing myself here.
Check again. It's this little smoke. If we can take him down, this will take.
Perlomeno prova a scalfirmi il suo trapito.
My rule is to balance your lives.
I seriously doubt I even need anything else to beat this stage. Part of me is like, I should just like stack everything up and overlap as much damage as possible. But on a first level, these are almost always super easy. The first, I mean, with a brand new account, normally you can do, even with like basically completely unleveled, unskilled operators, you normally get at least 2 or 3 stages in before the enemies get a little tough to do that with. Oh, these guys are actually kind of hurting a bit.
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
Relax.
I could,
If anyone's severely injured, just let me know, and I'll add more herbs to
The casting speed on that is pretty good.
Get lost. My rule is to balance your lives
These guys have like an annoyingly fast attack interval, which prevents them from moving.
Mission accomplished.
I'll have to keep that in mind. That reminds me of some of the Seaborn enemies that slow down a ton when they're attacking.
Can you feel your blood racing? Do you find this scene beautiful? If you're
What do they
satisfied with the
do?
battle's outcome, then I haven't come here for naught.
So they break apart into multiple units when they're in range. Okay. Oh, maybe I need a source of silence. Maybe I need to squeeze a Lapland in here.
Leave it to us.
Let's see. One of these guys is gonna explode at some point. What's the bounding box? Oh, is that all of my overlapping attack ranges? What's this do? Blocks vision. Okay. And then these are gonna become undeployable. Actually, I have no idea if these are probably blocked off anyways. But this is deployable. So it's gonna like make these tiles undeployable, I think. And you can't damage this, I'm guessing.
What are you waiting for? Everyone, follow me.
Doctor? Take aim.
Yeah, I figured you could block them. They deal damage to you, though. Interesting.
Everyone, follow me!
Injections ready. Prepare for battle. Please hold on.
They gave me so many units, and I have no idea where to deploy them because it's like too many. This is a bit of overload.
Okay.
Here I am. Kenka shinai de yo. Value?
Hurry up. Even the dead can't.
Might as well activate skills.
The medication is here. Take it.
Value up.
Everyone, follow me!
Mission accomplished.
Kenka, もう大丈夫かな?
Interesting. Alright. That is a lot of thicket. Who is my other healer? Oh, Reed. That might be a problem. We'll see if Rose Salt can keep up. And we need a Lapland.
Prendi Texas leader!
Careful out there. I'm not that good a medic.
Pain. Fa bel tempo oggi. Sono tutta letale la danza della dama elegante. Di rosso si tinge il fiore sottostante.
Please, trust in me.
What the hell is that? Oh, it just gets stronger over time when not in attack range.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
Sono tutta orecchie. Perlomeno prova a scalfirmi il soprabito.
This should have her in the range. Oh no, I'm retarded.
It's my turn.
What's the range of that? Oh, what skill? Oh, I don't have S2 selected. How did this happen to me? That's like
It's my turn.
a really bad deployment now.
Perlomeno prova a scalfirmi il soprabito.
I mean, this is still just stage 2, so it probably doesn't matter. I'm a little curious about that, though.
At moments like these, little Garnet shines most brilliantly.
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Sono tutta perlomeno prova a scalfirmi il soprabito.
Oh, it's getting stronger. I don't think I can target anything in there.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
Check again. It's this little smoke. If we can take him down.
Odio e rancore son da scartare. Salvo in un'esplosione di rosso autunno.
Get lost.
Can't deploy anything in there. Oh, I just realized that they can't heal through that.
It's my
Can
turn.
she heal through that? She can heal through that. So diagonals work.
Oh, there's warmth in your heart.
Owned.
A warrior must be ready to.
Letale è la danza della dama elegante. Di rosso si tinge il fiore sottostante.
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
I should have just activated her skill. There was no reason for me to just wait.
ガビルにはまだ少し及ばないな。
Well, I'm definitely deploying someone there. Unless these aren't going to grow.
I am within my rights to oversee and bring up my own opinion on your command.
Let's see what this stage is about.
ドクターも行くのか? What a pain. Get lost.
Che posto meraviglioso. Sono tutta orecchie. Odio e rancore son da scattare, salvo in un'esplosione di rosso autunnale.
Your lives are mine.
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
This here is a good spot. They can see me.
Oh, and then they can't see.
I'm prepared to fight.
I'm not sure on the diagonals. I guess if anything's in front of you, it just cuts off. I don't know how wide that would go.
Get lost.
This is like an Ifrit tile if ever I've seen one.
Sono tutta perché tanta fretta.
I don't know, maybe this thing has
La strada per
range.
l'inferno è già abbastanza trafficata.
Mój klинок все такой же острый.
Guess we can find out.
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
Don't get me wrong. I don't like the smell of the battlefield. Oh, fall back into death.
Destroyed.
Mission accomplished.
That was surprisingly effective.
Non c'è nulla da ripulire. Andiamo.
All right. Let's see. Here. What's this thing? Is this gonna like... I guess we'll find out. Operator is deployed on an empty shell. Another empty shell. Field will copy that operator, but face in the opposite direction. So if I face this way, they're gonna be copied here and face that way? And they deal burn damage to me or enemies? I swear to God, dude, their descriptions are very confusing without, like, testing to find out what they're talking about. Like, they're very particular about the words that they use. They're very precise, but it's like they don't actually tell you enough to know without some testing. So they deal to enemies.
them out all at once. A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Oh, shoot.
Fa bel tempo oggi. Sono tutta odio e rancore son da scartare, salvo in un'esplosione di rosso autunnale.
Sure, we'll do it that way. Oh, fuck.
Trust in me.
I'm all stuck. Stay clear of the blast!
Tanti ne perlomeno prova a scalfirmi il soprabito.
Get lost. Forward.
Alright,
Sono
that's not
tutta
exactly ideal, but it is what it
Are
is.
you ready? This will be over soon.
Ready to go!
This here is a good spot. They can see me.
Solidify.
Oh shit.
Ready to go! Watch for the blast!
Die.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
I didn't even have to cover this at all if I can just kill everything there. I didn't even think of that. Alright.
Li ho fatti a fettine come una millefoglie. Come ti è sembrata?
Let's see. Okay. Shield and wall? So can these be attacked? I guess we're gonna find out.
ここなら私が先導しよう。
We'll take them out. My rule is to balance your lives hang in. My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
Stay clear of the blast!
Please, trust in me.
Fa bel tempo oggi. Tanti letale è la danza della dama elegante. Di rosso si tinge il fiore sottostante.
So this one is... Oh, that's a thicket. I see. And that's a shield and wall. So they have different colors.
I'm all stuck.
I fucked up with my deployment there.
Forward.
Sono tutta letale è la danza della dama elegante. Di rosso si tinge il fiore sottostante.
No, I won't do that. That might be interesting, but...
Yielding is not an option.
Mettimi alla prova.
Stay clear of the blast!
Ah!
Check again. It's this little smoke. If we can...
Yielding is not an option.
Sono tutta perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno.
That's not a good spot, but it is what it is.
E dai, solo un altro po'. C'eri quasi.
Yielding is not an option. Solidify.
Ready to go. Stay clear of the blast.
All right.
Gabriel にはまだ少し及ばないな。
These are all thickets. I can't kill them. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see how this goes.
All operators must maintain strict discipline.
Hold up. Oh, ah! Jesus Christ. I have no idea what these enemies do. That does not last long enough. Actually, we'll do it this way. I'll play it safe.
Once.
A little annoying, but it is what it is.
Tanti perlomeno provo a scalfirmi il soprabito.
Your lives are mine to protect.
Targets detected.
Ready with the not the firelight. Get lost.
I literally can't do anything about this, so...
Sono tutta perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza trafficata.
I can spawn camp. I can spawn camp with the Eunectes.
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
Odio e rancore sono da scattare, salvo in un'esplosione di rosso autunno.
We can do this.
Tanti negoziati. E poi finiamo per lasciar parlare le nostre.
Ottima decisione.
Check again. It's this silly smoke.
This will be over soon.
Oh, those are unblockable?
What? The smoke won't chase you like a hungry selfie. The staples are ready.
How about you not be a bitch? How about that?
Старые методы не подводят.
Don't get me wrong. I don't like the
Yielding is not an option.
That's like not an ideal. Oh, I see. That's only a. That's only if they're in range.
Yielding is not an option.
Oh, who says Crown Slayer's not good?
No more than usual.
I digress. Surprisingly useful. Actually, it's not surprising to me at all. Even as a not DPS. A hole. Actually, hold up. Okay. We'll see how this goes. I don't think it'll be too challenging.
Ragazzi,
Oh, hold on.
probabilmente dopo non ricorderò neppure le vostre facce. Iniziamo.
Incursion point. Is an incursion point a red box? I actually have no idea.
Pain. Run while you can. Better to be a coward with a pulse than a martyr with a grave.
Che posto meraviglioso.
My weapon chooses.
Odio e rancore son da scartare, salvo in un'esplosione di rosso autunnale.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
Those are completely undeployable. Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I don't like the smell of the battlefield.
Yes?
That makes her pretty useless, but
Tanti letale è la danza della dama elegante. Di rosso si tinge il fiore sottostante.
Oh, like wings from a flash.
I'm all stocked up. Tanti perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza praticata.
Check again. It's this little smoke. If we can take him down, this will take him out.
いい天気だね。
Tanti letale è la danza della dama elegante. Di rosso si tinge il fiore sottostante.
This will be over soon.
Sono tutta perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza praticata.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Ready to go. Stay clear of the blast. I'm all stocked up.
yeah, I thought so.
Solidify.
Are they all gonna go this way? Interesting.
Sono tutta perlomeno provo a scattirmi il sopraccio.
Relax. Remember to stand inside the...
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Non c'è nulla da ripulire. Andiamo.
I wonder if splash damage on this doesn't care about the thickets. Like, you still need vision in order to attack something, but if you do an attack and it has splash damage, it seems to hurt guys in the thickets that should be concealed. So concealment, not invisibility. Interesting. Is this a boss level? I don't even know. I don't know if it's 8 or 9 or 10. I don't think it is a boss level, because it's only Elite 2 level 10 recommended. But we'll see.
Every drop of blood whispers.
We'll take them out all at once.
Che posto meraviglioso.
I am curious, though. If they're up, they'll be looking down. Down from here. Maybe read altar? That might be the most interesting option. And I wonder if that would make them heal.
Sono tutta odio e rancore son da scartare, salvo in un'esplosione di rosso autunnale.
Let's see if it copies skills too.
This endless burn. You need him
Nope.
Sono tutta odio e rancore son da scartare, salvo in un'esplosione di rosso autunnale.
Vermin. Solidify.
It just copies the attack and damage type and deals burn damage, I think.
This will be over soon.
Perlomeno prova a scalfirmi il soprabito.
Ottima decisione.
Check again. It's this little smoke. If we can take him down.
Oh, that's a problem. Well, let's see what this thing does. Well,
This will be over soon.
Sei in grado? 私に行かせどんな獲物相手でも全力で行く
Where do you wish to be announced the firelight?
Yielding is not an option.
and people say Eunectes isn't good.
Let's go! Fa bel tempo oggi. Sono tutta perlomeno provo a scalfirmi il soprabito.
I'm all stocked up. Via dei gnievi обездоленных.
I think Eunectes is gonna die, but, you know, it is what it is. Crown Slayer isn't attacking at all. I have no idea what this thing's attack range is.
Ready to go.
Yielding is not an option.
We'll take
We
the
can
warrior
sacrifice
must be
a little
ready to
bit.
face death on the
A
battlefield.
little bit for the cause. Ow. She won't block.
In moments like these, little Garnet shines most brilliantly. Oh.
I did not know they were gonna take that path. We'll still do some damage.
Oh. You have an indecisive.
Ha.
You have an indecisive.
3 phases? Am I on crack? Do I have to kill these things?
Tanti ne perché tanta fretta?
Hold
La
up.
strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza
Am I an idiot?
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Maybe I am an idiot.
Sono tutta orecchie. Parla.
Relax! The smoke won't chase you like a hungry selfie. So stay put already. Relax! Your operators have been good. Makasero!
Solidify.
I'm prepared to spend this burn. You need me there.
This will be over soon.
Dovrei fare molto di meglio.
Yeah, that's a problem. I like don't know where this thing is pathing.
Solidify.
Reed's gonna die.
ここを守るのか？ふん、たやすい。
It is what it is. Ow. Well, we'll see. I think that maybe I'll get it off.
If you need to brush blood from your heart.
I have a feeling I need to kill these things.
Tanti ne perlomeno provo a scalfirmi il soprabito.
Let's go.
This will be over soon.
Mój klинок все такой же острый.
Oh, and this looks like a phase 2.
you have an
Sono tu perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza trafficata.
This here.
This will be over soon.
Target spotted!
Relax. If anyone's severely injured, just let me know and I'll add more steps to the sensor.
Am I gonna like leak this boss because they just go? Oh no, they're. Where are they going? Oh, don't fucking leak! Are you freaking kidding me? This is the problem with fighting bosses blind. You just have no idea what they do at all. All right. Ugh. Why do they do this? Why do they do this? This is a lot of reading of just fucking abilities. They need to frickin' simplify boss designs. Like, this is ridiculous. Freaking god, dude. Okay. Because of elemental damage.
Slice of lava cake before we head out.
They love slapping elemental damage on like literally every single boss of every single event now. It's kind of ridiculous how prevalent elemental damage is now. Ash actually will probably work all right, even though I think stun immune is my guess. Yeah, always freaking stun immune. Wait, sleep immune? That's kind of a dick move considering Eblanana has a sleep skill, which is pretty uncommon. Why would they do that? That's fine. All right, I have an idea.
Please double check your protective gear. Also, remember to keep a safe distance from the lava and give regular status reports.
I actually don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we're gonna find out.
Sono tutta letale e la danza della dama elegante. Di rosso si tinge il fiore sottostante.
We're going to try and do that.
Ottima decisione.
Magma will dredge up Originium Bay.
Odio e rancore son da scattare, salvo in un'esplosione di rosso autunnale. Tanti negoziati, e poi finiamo per lasciar parlare le nostre lame.
fare molto di meglio.
Ты заслуживаешь только ненависти.
Oh, they have to move more.
Мой клинок все такой же острый.
私に合わせるものがいれば効率が上がる。
Check again. It's this you live is
Vermin. いつでもいける。私の力も弱くはない。This was... Sei in grado?
Ready to go.
Che posto meraviglioso. Tanti ne... Perché tanto fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza trafficata.
いつでもいける。Yielding is not an option.
Oh,
Le navi mascrotti.
Yielding is not an option.
Relax. Your operators have been good to me. I still have a conscience, you know?
At moments like
that's
these,
kind of a
what
shitty
guy
spot to be.
Oh. Oh dear. Don't choke on your own blood now.
Damn it.
Методы не подводят.
If you need to calm down. Oh. You have an indecisive side too. If you need to calm
Solidify.
That did not go as planned. Alright, I got an idea. Let's fight here.
たやすい。Che posto meraviglioso.
Yielding is not an option. Just who are you weaklings going to stop?
Snow won't chase you like a hungry selfie. Just stay put already.
Ready to go.
私に行かせてもらおう。
We'll take them out.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Relax. Your operators have been good to me. I still have a gun.
Tanti negoziati. E poi finiamo per lasciar parlare le nostre lame.
Yielding is not an option.
Sono tutta orecchie. Tanti ne... Perlomeno provo a scarpirmi il soprabito.
Don't worry about me, Professor. Those particles have no place here.
Oh, did I lose my healer? Oh, I'm stupid. I should have been paying attention to that.
Yielding is not an option. Are you
I
ready?
actually don't need them there.
Check again. It's this you live is smoke.
This will be over soon.
Mettimi alla prova.
Yielding is not an option.
Tanti ne... Odio e rancore sono...
Are you gonna never land? They're gonna stay in the air the whole damn time, aren't they?
Relax. Your operators have been good. Whoops.
I was a little concerned about that.
Yielding is not an option.
This time, those particles have no place here. Send them away.
Oh, But that's why I deployed her there.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Relax. It's
Is that not enough to fucking kill it? Jesus Christ, but you're in the air. How the fuck do I attack you? Oh my fucking god. I already don't like this event. This boss is lies. What is this shit? It says that it says the air is fucking temporary. Periodically takes flight. Fuck no it doesn't. It's literally flying the whole fucking time. This is lies. This is bullshit. This is like what the fuck? Am I on crack here? Somebody tell me if I'm on crack with this. This is bullshit. This is not periodically. It's literally takes flight and stays in the goddamn air the whole time. So this strategy is not going to work at all. Like I could block the dragon with Contrail. This shit pisses me off. Because it makes me just want to like brute force it with like something really fucking stupid like Wizardel. That's so fucking stupid. And it has low defense, so they want me to use physical damage. They want me to use physical damage, and it flies the whole fucking time, make it unblockable. Which means that the only way to do like a low tier clear of this is probably with Contrail. And this isn't low tier, but like, I feel like you shouldn't be that forced into a singular strat to clear really any content. I hate when they do this. This is bullshit. You know what? We're just gonna freaking compromise. This is what they want me to do.
Sand Beast, you need to get going.
So, I need to be able to hit aerial units. I mean, I could do that.
I'll fly echelon.
Casters are not really useful. You know what?
Take these weapons and tools.
Don't blame me.
Than extra hats.
Blame the devs. Blame the devs for making me do this.
If conflict is unavoidable, a swift end is a form of mercy.
Getting this crew together wasn't easy.
All right.
We better make them count.
That's probably fine. I guess we'll find out.
Let's see. Which insect is falling into my trap?
I actually kind of hate doing stuff this way, but it is what it is.
Perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza
I
trafficata.
wonder if she can see through that. Nope. Revealing invisible units does not work through that.
We'll take them out all at once.
Good to know.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I think that's still better, actually.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. That's not...
Perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza trafficata.
rules that balance your lives hanging.
Don't worry about me, Professor. I've scaled a lot more volcanoes than you can imagine.
Perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza trafficata.
Same battlefield, different day. Seize the moment. Enough. Time to end this.
Really?
Good timing.
My rules to balance your lives hanging.
Tanti ne perlomeno prova a scalfirmi il sottratto.
This here is a good spot. They can see me.
Forward.
Don't doubt your own judgment.
How the fuck do you...
Don't get me wrong.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I don't like the smell
That's
of the
bullshit.
battlefield.
There's no way I'm gonna get
You
them
have
all.
an indecisive side too.
Tanti letale è la danza della dama elegante. Di rosso si tinge il fiore sottostante.
Jesus Christ.
Picked out your bait yet? I know what to do. Don't order me around.
What do you need of me?
This will be over soon.
Relax. If anyone's severely injured, just let me know and I'll add more herbs to the sensor.
Oh, that's actually really annoying.
Points where I can next as far as you go.
God damn it.
Stay calm, cowards. Break the silence first.
Die, you piece of shit.
Sono tutta orecchie.
Solidify.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, you motherfucker.
Don't worry, not away. Light to carving stone.
Eyes blind by hatred.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Don't get me wrong. I don't like the smell of the battlefield.
Picked out your bait yet? I know what nothing can mask. The
Oh, I
scent
can't
of
hit
despair.
that. Oh, I fucking can't hit that.
Yeah, you'll hear from me as needed.
Did I get it
Got
in
my
time?
boats kitted.
Tanti negoziati. E poi finiamo per
I didn't
lasciar
fucking get it.
parlare.
I didn't fucking get it.
If you need to fall back into death. What do you need of me?
Recharge.
Picked out your bait yet? I know what better match your step. Don't keep me waiting.
Can I even hit that?
Weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
Die.
Are you ready?
Did I get it? Ah, I got it that time.
If anyone's severely injured, just let me know and I'll add more herbs to the sensor.
Yielding is not an option.
Tanti negoziati. Sono tutti perché tanta fretta? La strada per l'inferno è già abbastanza trafficata.
This will be over soon.
Dovrai fare molto di meglio.
This time, we can make up for the nickel flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Yielding is not an option.
What? If anyone's severely injured, just let me know and I'll add more herbs to this on me.
Get out of my home!
Solidify.
Points where I'm
Saying gravel?
Yielding is not an option.
Die, you bitch. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. This boss is really newbie unfriendly and way too
All must
mechanically
return to the
complicated.
existing order.
Actually, it's not
None
that
may
mechanically
disobey the
complicated,
rules.
but like the having to read through the mechanics, like this is over designed. This is ridiculous. It shouldn't. This is literally like power creep. This is because too many people have too many powerful operators. They don't know how to play the game, so they end up copying guides. They literally have no idea what they're doing, but the guide tells them what to deploy to do an AFK clear. Then their feedback to the devs is, "Oh, it was so easy." It's not that this is super hard if you have like a late game account, because like I said, I could have taken way more easy to use operators for this and just catered to it. I mean, I already ended up doing that with Typhon and Ray. I didn't really end up using Ray much at all. But just because, like, in the flight form, the boss just goes for the blue box. And so you're literally running into a DPS race. And when you have, like, low-level accounts, a DPS race is, like, the worst thing you can possibly encounter if they tune it, like, beyond what you can provide. And so, like, if you have really strong operators, sure, you can do what I did. But that was even, like, blocking with Contrail to give myself more time and having a Lapland and a Typhon S3. And the boss was still, like, on its way to the blue box. And I didn't have Ray contributing, but, like, that's a lot of DPS to be throwing out. And that's using a blocker to stall. Like, theoretically, I guess you could say you could use a suzerain or whatnot. What the fuck are you supposed to do if you have, like, a low-level account? So I know there's a low-level clear for this, but it's going to be utilizing, like, some goofy shit to just make it possible. Because the DPS race is just always against the favor of new players, especially when it's a DPS race that's limited to things that can hit air. So, I mean, I guess you could use Thorns, but again, that's not going to be new player friendly. Like, Contrail's the only new player friendly thing at all that I can even think of for this that's low tier. Maybe Cutter, but you're not going to be able to build charges once all the enemies are dead. And that's only going to be, you get like one chance to deal damage with Cutter. That's not going to work. I don't know. I don't like this boss is bullshit. This is not a well-designed boss. These events should not be geared towards players like me in order for us to have some amount of challenge to beat the boss. And again, this wouldn't have been challenging at all if I was like, just, okay, Wizardel, done, problem solved. But as soon as you take that out of the equation and you at least try to think, I hate to say Typhon is off meta, that's like heresy. But I wasn't planning on doing things this way. But like, if I feel limited on resources on my account, what the fuck is anyone else supposed to do? This is dumb. This is really dumb, and I hate the direction the devs are taking this game in sometimes. I seriously think they're gonna prevent any new players from coming in, and just eventually, as older players move on to other things, they're like bleeding this game dry, and I hate that. I hate it so much, and I hate how many community contributors like praise everything about the new events because the events are catered towards them. And I always have geared my content around people that are playing the game for fun and not content creators. Because if you're a content creator and they make events harder over time, well, then you have longer to mold about stuff. Maybe you play a niche. It literally makes it easier to make content without running out of stuff to do. Because people already have to drag things out as Arknights content creators if that's their living. If they're like a full-time, I guess there's not that many people that actually are making a living, but if they're making money off of this,
This place
they're
is the
having
same
to
as it
milk
ever
a
was.
lot to do it. And
Morning.
I really
Got any new
think
plans?
that this direction is not good if they keep pushing it further, because power creep is a huge problem. Huge problem. Yes, it sells units in the short term, but it makes everything that you got back in the day worthless to new players that don't know what they want. And so you have to imagine, like, how are you, if you're not going to really attract, even if you attract new players to the game, if 90% of the operators that have already come out are irrelevant, why should they care about them? So you're making the advantage of having played the game for a long time less, but you're also making caring about most of what you've created for the game seem pointless to anyone coming into the game. And so what's the value? Like, you're just milking the players that are in the ecosystem and already, what do you call it? Not catching the falling knife, but it's the
No hitmen
it's the
haunting
players
the
who are
shadows.
in the
No
realm of
wolves
sunk
waiting in
cost
the
fallacy, and just trying to milk them to the maximum amount. I don't like it. It's not, it is what most live service games do, and is what kills every single live service game. What made WoW popular at its peak was that it wasn't over monetized and it wasn't over developed for the hardest core player base. So for a PvE game, you have to cater to the casual player. If you pander to the experts, over time what ends up happening is your boss battles get more complex, it gatekeeps new players, the game gets more complicated, it becomes too intimidating to enter into, and your player base becomes more and more kind of incestuous, being just the same group of people, but with more and more people leaving over time, and it just shrinks to like untenable numbers. It's a guarantee way to see a decline in your game that's basically unrecoverable from. And that was like the mistake that World of Warcraft made. And it really upsets me to see this game make the same mistakes, because so many of the changes, I see nothing but universal praise from like the biggest content creators, but they don't know how to think like a new player. And I challenge them to roll a new account and seriously play it like a new player. Don't play it like, because when I made my new account, the whole reason why I played it the way I did was because I had the knowledge of somebody who's been playing this game for a long time, like tactically and strategically, but I didn't want to roll the account and do things like just farming stages to build up like the most optimal ops to have at a low level, to be able to beat a whole bunch of stuff and say, see, look how good I am. I wanted to do no rerolls. I didn't want to spend Originite Prime, because if you just want to clear stages as quickly as possible, you're going to spend all of your Originite Prime on
No wolves waiting in the
farming
alleys.
materials to build your operators to get like day 1, Elite 2 Max, Mastery 3 operators as quickly as possible. Instead of what most new players are going to do, which is try to get the characters they want. So if I used Originite Prime for farming, which is efficient, but not how 99% of new players play the game, and not rolls, which I also didn't use it for rolls, but that was for a different reason. That was because I didn't want to make my account too powerful off of RNG, or especially with the Wizardel banner. I didn't want to like spend everything to try to get Wizardel for like what an average new player is going to experience when that banner is not always available. So stuff like that, you know, I placed some extra restrictions on me personally because I had some advantages a new player wouldn't have. And so I was kind of compensating with that somewhat, with being more restrictive even than a new player would be with rolling and things like that, in order to kind of maintain efficiency, but also not spend my resources in an unrealistic manner. And I really think that way too many players, they like don't understand the game from the standpoint of like a product. It's like I get it, you know, the games are meant to entertain, and people are going to have a pretty selfish opinion about what they want out of it. But like even Silvergun will understand to a certain degree what a weaker account is like playing, because he only plays with, it's not only, but almost only plays with low tier operators. However, when I started my new game account, even with low level operators, if you don't spend Originite Prime farming and you don't have your base built up and stuff like that, it takes a long time to the first time get even just your trust levels up. Like, I was rediscovering how much trust mattered for a new player, like how big of a bonus that was in stats when you don't have tons of materials pre-farmed, so it takes you a while to build your account. Because 4-star operators maxed out with their modules and everything and masteries, they are not weak. They are not as powerful as a 6-star, but they're not weak. So even having low level 6 stars or not maxed out 4 stars, it is a completely different experience. And even if you have maxed out 3 stars, if you don't also have the maxed out trust bonus, it's not the same experience. Because I was going through stuff with 3-star operators, and sometimes I'd be like, I don't actually know if this is technically possible. And I might check someone else's strategy just to see if I missed something obvious. I only did that a few times, but I remember looking at like Echo Gen a few times and being like, I literally can't do that. Because he had 3 stars built that I didn't have. So even though we're both using 3 stars, I'm on a new account and I don't have all of them built. Because having all of them built takes longer than having a few of them built that you have that you need the most. And so I started realizing that none of the old players have any clue what it's like to be a new player. And all of the feedback that Hypergriff gets is from those players, the players that have played forever and are the most vehement about having power creep because they want operators that are better than what they already have. But then they also want the bosses and enemies to have power creep so that they can feel like they have an excuse for using the more powerful operators. And both of these things make everything from the past less relevant or irrelevant, which then gatekeeps new players from coming into the game, which makes, over time, it guarantees that the audience will shrink instead of maintain a stable state. Because if your game is good, you'll have a constant amount of churn, right? But there will always be enough new players coming in to kind of offset the old players going out. And if your game's actually good and the things you do make improvements, then your population should grow. Because like a good example is like Counter-Strike. I played Counter-Strike when it first started getting popular, when it was in the beta stages in Half-Life, before it was even its own thing. And when it became its own thing, the amount that it grew exploded. And I would say today it's even more popular than it was when it first exploded. But I'd assume it's had some peaks and troughs since then. My point is, though, is if the game is good and it continues to be good as it gets developed forward and maintained by the people, the population should not shrink. If the population is shrinking, you are fundamentally fucking up unless it's a single player game and people beat it and move on to something else. And I'm tired of people pretending like that's not the case. Anyways, that's the end of my rant. That's probably going to be what I clip out of this and post as a video. It's just me bitching about boss design and whatnot. I'm sure people are going to hate it, but somebody has to have the unpopular views that are telling people the truth they don't want to hear. Because honestly, if they made the game, if they did not just pander to the players in my situation, people like me would still play the game. But you always have the option to take less operators into a stage, to use weaker operators, to use operators you don't always use. You can make the game as hard as you want organically. You do not need the devs to specifically make stuff harder for you so that then you have an excuse to use your all meta squad without it being completely trivialized, but really it's still completely trivialized. You want to make that boss easy, bring a Wizardel. Done. Solved. I want to be able to play stages with more interesting operators without being forced to play things using maybe kind of the strategy that they were thinking, like, this can work, so it's theoretically possible with low tier if you only do it this one way. I don't like, there should be way more clears that are, I mean, Blemichi is like the king of this, so it's not that it's impossible, but it should, there used to be so many people that made videos of creative clears, and I don't see that anymore. Like, it still exists, but that community has shrunk tremendously. And I honestly think that that's what made Yi quit this game. I 100% think that all the burnout Yi was talking about was literally because he was asking for all the things he thought he wanted, but it was the opposite that actually would have made him stay and like the game again and keep the game fresh. And because I feel it with myself. I did, my first videos were creative clears for stuff, for contingency contract and whatnot. And I can't, like, if I try to think of a creative clear to do now, it's like hard to even think of something that would be good, because I either have to do really old content that people aren't going to watch because they don't care about seeing, if like my Unecta's video in the jungle, that was very thematic. I thought maybe people would care about the music more or whatnot. I think there's a place for that, because like I like stuff like that, and I'm going to make the stuff that I like. But if it comes to stuff that would be popular with the community, they want to be impressed by something, and they want to be impressed by something that's somewhat fresh in their memory. And like, I don't know how to do a creative clear on this boss. Like, I can't even imagine it. There's no ability that makes that boss interesting to me. And like, I don't know, it upsets me. It upsets me because even Eblanana, like, I would have said that about Eblanana in the past, but they did introduce what's his face? This guy right here. They introduced him or her, I'm sorry. And they have like a counter to like the first sort of direct counter to shields and damage reduction and all these abilities that they power crept onto bosses that I absolutely hate. That was what made me the most excited for Entelekia. I honestly think, like, at least there's something to deal with this. It sucks that it only exists in 6-star form, and you could argue to a certain degree with elemental damage. I don't really like how gate kept counters to those mechanics are, but even elemental damage doesn't really counter shields. I think it still just deals damage, as opposed to ignoring. It's not really ignoring, but dealing damage straight up, like through barrier and stuff like that. So the Entelekia is unique and interesting enough to me that even like a boss like Eblanana at least has one interesting way compared to how we beat her in the past, which she was literally a boss that was designed, or like the strategy was brute force. That was the only available strategy, and now there's like one or two ways to be smarter about it. And that's how I feel about this boss. I feel that it's like literally designed to be brute forced, even like in a low tier sense. And brute force doesn't mean using strong ops. Brute force means you're basically just ignoring all of the mechanics to focus on damage. So I want to bring something up, since this is like the tail end of my rant here. Chapter 9. Where the frick is chapter 9? All right, chapter 9. Boss stage. Is this the boss stage? No. It is 10. 9. There we go. Boss stage. Where are you? Boss stage. So, the boss stage with Mandragora, right? Mandragora, when this came out, I actually don't know if this was unbeatable to brute force, but I want to bring up the topic of brute forcing real quick as well, because I think it is quintessentially important for Arknights to have stages be brute force-able. And this stage, the mechanics around Mandragora with these pillars, Imagine trying to beat this stage without using any of the pillars for anything and having to kill Mandragora just with like damage before they get to the blue box. That is technically the only way to brute force this stage, because it's the only way where you're beating the stage without using sort of the gimmicky mechanics. You're just only doing damage and ignoring the built-in mechanics in order to beat it. So this was a kind of soft anti-brute force mechanic, because this boss was very designed around you using these pillars. Like, not using the pillars was such a massive debuff that it almost didn't matter how strong the ops you brought were, you weren't gonna complete it. Now, Blemishy did a clear on this that was a brute force strategy, but brute forcing this stage was it's like such a more difficult task than just beating it the way they wanted you, that it's like very strong arming you into playing the game the way they tell you to, rather than having freedom and creativity to do things the way you want, to use the operators you want. And so I really disliked Chapter 9 because of decisions like this. But it was technically brute forceable. When they got to Chapter 13, the reason why this was my least favorite chapter in the whole game was because this is impossible to brute force. You have to use the sort of minecart, the bomb cart mechanics in order to beat the boss. If you don't use the minecarts, the boss infinitely respawns, and on top of that, can blow up these until these are gone, making this stage unbeatable at that point. Literally impossible to beat. So while this stage itself wasn't especially difficult if you had a good account, it was, I mean, I guess you could say it's late enough in the story where it's incredibly not newbie friendly, but then they started putting materials locked behind the later chapters. And so you could be a new player, you could get a Logos, and you could literally have Logos stuck at E280, unable to level beyond that until you could get into, I think it required Chapter 14 for the materials. And to get to Chapter 14, you have to get through Chapter 13, and to get through Chapter 13, you have to get through this stage. So imagine having a 6-star, one of your few 6-star units, hard locked at level 80 unless you buy materials or get lucky with event shops, because or with you can't even get reagents. I don't even think you can get, maybe you can get reagents, I'm not sure, but like, that's kind of insane to me. And I really think that this entire chapter was a mistake, and that like Chapter 14 was amazing. This was a great chapter. And I felt that Chapter 14 and Babel were like apologies for how shitty Chapter 13 was. So I haven't seen them go as egregious as the era of Arknights between Chapter 9 and Chapter 13. I think that was the worst era of all time. And this new event is not that bad, but I don't like that I still feel like they're testing the waters of the bullshit that was like Design of Strife. That event was just, that was actually people in my position hated that event. That's how bad that event was. I never thought I'd see it. I never thought I'd see people complain that an event was over-designed for endgame players, too gatekeepy, too enforcing a very limited meta, and only really one viable strat. But it did happen for Design of Strife. But that happened between Chapter 9 and Chapter 13. And I just feel like they haven't completely learned that lesson. They're still over-designing stuff. They're still, like, again, I can't say, compared to Wizardel, I guess there's been no power creep. But I'll have to test out Eblanana and see how I feel. The dragon boss should not be permanently aerial, in my opinion. It should actually land periodically, or it should be harder in the first phase and have less health in the second. The second phase should not be a DPS race. It should be a, do you actually have units that can like shoot at it for when it goes into that phase, but if it's racing to the blue box. Otherwise, it shouldn't make that kind of like beeline to the blue box the way it does. So that's a lot of rant. I've been ranting for a while. It just, this shit pisses me off. And it wouldn't piss me off if I didn't like this game. But I feel like it could be so much better than it is, and it could be bringing in new players. And I'm not sure that they care about that anymore. Maybe it's just that they are assuming that if you have a live service, you're going to lose player base over time, and they're going to eventually try and get everyone to convert over to Enfield, and then they're not going to give a shit about maintaining this game. I think that that would be a huge mistake. I don't want to see them go that route, but I just feel like...
It's quiet here.
I feel like
No
that's the
hitmen
direction
haunting
things
the
are going to
shadows.
head in.
No wolves
If
waiting
people
in the
do
alleys.
not recognize the signs and symptoms of like unhealthy live service progression. Anyways, I am going to end it here so that I can watch some anime tonight and clear my head about this. I don't know if I'll stream on another day on the weekend. Maybe. I don't make any promises. Every time I make promises, I turn into a complete hoser and don't do anything. I don't make any promises. Maybe I'll actually stream another day because there is still some stuff I want to do. I definitely need to test some operators. I'm definitely going to build Eblanana, and I'll talk about that a bit too when I have more testing and information to kind of go on. And maybe I'll even do a thing where I might try and get some footage that I'll use for videos on operators. I do have the song for Jessica. I really want to think of a cool clear to do with her. I need to figure out a stage for her. And because I have the song is freaking amazing. I only played the song one other time before on my last stream. And I played it as the first song at the beginning of this stream. But I really need to think of how I'm going to compose the video, and in the background I want to have a clear that like features Jessica, not just has her in the mix. But she's not especially good at boss killing, but I feel like not doing boss stages doesn't really work for creative clears. But these two skills are actually pretty good, and maybe I can think of an interesting thing that's like relevant. The most sort of logical thing would probably be the Black Steel event. So Cliff Clip, which she was really kind of designed for. But I'm not sure how to... I'm not really sure how to make that really like interesting with her in it. But maybe it doesn't have to be. Maybe the video featuring her just needs to have that as like the majority of what's in the background, because I was also thinking of using some Jessica scenes from the anime and putting those as like, you know, cuts with B-roll, so it's not just the clear, like it's other stuff too. I don't know if I'm going to put Jessica memes in there or anything like that. I thought about doing like guns and American flags and stuff like that because it has kind of like patriotic undertones, which doesn't make sense if you don't know it's about Jessica. It totally makes sense if you do, because she's literally called Jessica the Liberated. She has this association with guns. She's from Colombia. It like fits so perfectly. Her song fits her so perfectly. But the song, sometimes I listen to it and I go, I really wrote this to be music that works outside of Arknights, even though it's a character theme. I'll shut off the music real quick, because I will play it for everyone here while I have this on. Maybe I'll do a cut where no, not that. Maybe I'll do a cut where I edit a thing where I just kind of talk about what I want to do with the video, with the music. But like, dude, her song, I spent a lot of time writing the lyrics and really getting down thinking how I wanted to come out, how I wanted it to come out, and how the music style should be and everything. And it's so good. So here's the music. I will think or open to suggestions for what stage it should be for, but right now it's probably got to be Cliff Clip.
Is privilege or wealth when my dream's not for sale? Why do I keep pushing on so hard to pierce through the veil? It's never good enough, though practice I might. The end of the journey stays too far out of sight. How much rough must I sift before I find a gemstone? How many cuts must I take before my facets are shown? No amount of effort makes the doubts inside me wane. Yet I can't give it up yet, no matter how intense the pain. I fought so hard, I tried my best, I gave it my all. Why do I feel like less? I keep pushing for more, so show me the light. I will never quit, I can't give up on this fight. Dig deeper, ramp it up, be all that I can be. Only through struggle and strife can I ever be free. I will crush the fates that aim to hold me bound. I won't let my doubts take me to the ground. I won't go silently into their night. There is no surrender without a fight. I fought so hard, I tried my best, I gave it my all. Why do I feel like less? I keep pushing for more, so show me the light. I will never quit, I can't give up on this fight. Dig deeper, ramp it up, be all that I can be. Only through struggle and strife can I ever be free. Look inside, there has to be a diamond shining within me. The gods are cruel, but through it all, a liberator standing tall. These chains of doubt inside my mind can't be all there is to find. No amount of strife will see imposter syndrome define me. I fought so hard, I tried my best, I gave it my all. Why do I feel like less? I keep pushing for more, so show me the light. I will never quit, I can't give up on this fight. Dig deeper, ramp it up, be all that I can be. Only through struggle and strife can I ever be free. Liberate my mind, let my value shine bright. Liberate my soul, let me matter in this fight. In the darkest of times, a light of freedom will shine. I am the liberator, I will break free from the divide. I fought so hard, I tried my best, I gave it my all. Why do I feel like less? I keep pushing for more, so show me the light. I will never quit, I can't give up on this fight. Dig deeper, ramp it up, be all that I can be. Only through struggle and strife can I ever be free.
So I definitely think it could work on this stage. Because Jessica, for a while, the Arknights devs did not care about making events for operators actually work well with the operators at all. In fact, they were kind of infamous for doing the opposite. Or it'd just be like a random toss up. If the operator was like good enough, if they were easy enough to use, generalist enough, then they just kind of be good for everything and then be good for the event by default. But if the operator was a little bit more niche, oftentimes the events around them would be like questionable if they'd be useful at all. And at some point that changed. I'm trying to think exactly when that started to change, but I remember specifically noticing it for this event because the way Cliff Clip works, he has this, he's kind of like Exucii. He works by doing a whole lot of consecutive attacks. So having a really high DPS, but that DPS comes from multiple attacks rather than like a single big hit or a large AoE. But the challenge per se for him is that this ability right here snowballs if a unit dies. But what Jessica kind of had that was specifically designed for countering him is the shield. The problem is that you have to know when that ability is going to go off so that you can have the shield sort of deployed to absorb it. So Jessica's S3 massively increases the defense of the shield, and deploying the shield allows the shield to absorb all of a huge amount of the damage of his attacks. And I think the shield deploys with like 5k hit points or something like that as well. But yeah, the defense bonus is bigger for the shield than it is for her. So I really think that shield kind of becomes like the tankiest thing in the game, at least for like raw physical damage, although you can't really heal it. So depends on how you consider tanky. And Cliff, his whole thing was just dealing a lot of raw DPS that could be mitigated with a high enough defense, but on like the EX mode, it was still pretty harsh to heal, which is why in like Kyo's guide, it had so many like healing protectors and Hoshi and whatnot to kind of, and I think he used a shining as well in order to just stack tons of defense, because as soon as the person you want tanking dies, then it just snowballs to like everyone else. He'll just instantly charge a skill again, and then if it kills your tankiest guy, it's gonna kill everything. So she was specifically designed with this event in mind. It's pretty obvious, but I don't really think this skill might still work on normal mode. I'm not sure. Like her shield might be enough to just tank it without the damage bonus. Because this skill, the damage isn't bad. It's not a DPS skill, but the attack is high enough to actually hurt bosses. So I think this skill is underappreciated by people, because if you're using her as a proper tank, what you want is attacks that actually deal damage, even if the DPS isn't super high. This makes her attack it's a big attack bonus. So because she has well over 2k attack with this skill, she can actually hurt bosses with the attacks. So if you have better DPS, but you're barely scratching them with each attack, your effective DPS isn't that amazing. So this skill's not amazing against trash mobs, and I think that's why people slept on her overall. But it's actually pretty decent against bosses, and because it just gives her like a defensive bonus kind of passively for the entire duration of the skill, which can be quite long. And the fact that her attack interval increases means that the 20 ammo can be stretched longer than you would think. And because it also massively improves the defense of the shield, which a lot of people don't think about or utilize properly, because you have to think about it a little bit to actually remember to deploy the shield in a meaningful way, because it doesn't last forever, and then actually get that defensive bonus with it. So all of that kind of stacks together to make her an operator that is really strong when people know what they're doing, and kind of mid if they're used to really easy to use operators like Thorns or Typhon S2 or even S3 or Wizardel S3, like operators that you just don't think about at all in how to use. Maybe worst case scenario, you have to manage a cycle time, something like that. But in her case, the fact that you can change facing with the shield, and what makes her competitively tanky in the upper echelon of true tanks in this game is her shield, and synergizing it with the skill does make her a little more complicated to use for sure. But anyways, I will probably have to make a music video for her using that's one of my thoughts since that song came out. I do also have to write the song for Blaze. I was planning on having that done for the actual Blaze event, but did I even stream any of that? I don't remember. I think I did stream the Blaze event, but I didn't stream Contingency Contract, and I didn't stream something else that was between that. Maybe it was a rerun. But yeah, I've been a hoser because I should have written the song for Blaze, because we got the lore dump on her age being 40, and I have to figure out how to work that into, I don't know if I'm going to have a line about cougars or hagmax. Well, I already have a song about hagmaxing. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's definitely, it's going to incorporate the quintessential elements of Blaze, but I am going to stick with the style that I did for Imposter Syndrome, which kind of removes overtly making it about the operator so that it can be used for more than just Blaze. It's her character theme without being personal. Because, like, for instance, like the Chong Yua song, it can't be about anything else. The first thing I think in the song is Chong Yua. Like, how do you... yeah. Right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. How long until the first word?
Chong Yu.
There it is. Exactly. Can't make that about anything else. Literally, the first word is Chong Yua. So I will call it here. We'll see if I'm back again this weekend. I do have a longer weekend than I normally do, and I have to figure out what to do with that time. And I'm kind of caught up with a lot of the anime that I wanted to watch, but obviously new episodes came out. So I will have probably 3 songs play my way out. I'll upload the high quality version of this onto YouTube. I'll make a few cuts into shorts, and I will see you all later.
Suzu run with those 9 tails spinning bright, juggling dreams beneath the star-filled night. Friends with Amiya, she's pure delight. Learning from Kelsey, she's a student of light. Boys, tears fall whenever she appears. Her smile, a sun that wipes away their tears. In the crowd they cheer, but their hearts feel funny, filling chat with crying emojis and cunny. Steps so neat, her tail sway rhythm in the midnight heat. They're enchanted by this girl so sweet. Suzu run, her charm can't be beat. Boys, tears fall whenever she appears. Her smile, a sun that wipes away their tears. In the crowd they cheer, but their hearts feel funny, filling chat with crying emojis and cunny. Kelsey shows her the path that's right. Amiya laughs with pure delight. In her world everything is so bright. Suzu illuminated, she is all light. Boys, tears fall whenever she appears. Her smile, a sun that wipes away their tears. In the crowd they cheer, but their hearts feel funny, filling chat with crying emojis and cunny. White hair, but arms so strong, bringing justice to undo wrong. His sharpest blade, no, not age. Helagor will light up the stage. General of versus fights the blight. Founder of Azazel, burning evil on sight. Strength and wisdom in one mind. A sexy grandpa, one of a kind. Helagor, the king of shot commands. Takes no orders, rules the lands. In his veins, the fire can break his guard. His clinics seek to quench the pain. For the wicked, his sword's the bane. World may change, but he will reign. Courage runs through every vein. His legacy will never fade. Endless strikes forever cascade. Halagar, the king I can't command, takes no orders, rules the lands. In his veins the fire flows. From the ashes his legend grows. World may change, but he will reign. Courage runs through every vein. His legacy will never fade. Endless strikes forever cascade. Halagar, the king I can't command, takes no orders, rules the lands. In his veins the fire flows. From the ashes his legend grows. With a shield, she steps into the fray, scraping metal, daring them to play. Armor on in the neon glow. Torpedo spin leaves a mark to show. Spinning around sharp and keen. Whirlpool makes the red mist scene. Oh, she guma like a demon queen. Her Dorito spin reigns supreme. Echoes of battles in the night. Each twist, each turn, a sparking light. Reunion soldiers burn like falling stars. Hoshiguma's power leaves deep scars. In the chaos she will hold the line, till nothing's left to unwind. Whispers following in her wake. All she does for their sake.